probably more confused and overwhelmed than you've ever felt before. It feels like just yesterday, you were waking up, calling your friends, hopping on the game, playing for hours on end with nothing to worry about. But now, all of a sudden, people are throwing out words like taxes, saving for a house, working till my 60s. Half the times, I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday. And I'm supposed to know where I see myself in 5 years? And there comes the dreaded questions. What do you want to do? Or even worse, what's my purpose? Yesterday, my biggest concern was hitting 20 kills on the game, and now we're diving into existential crisis. So, what even is a purpose in general? And how am I supposed to find that in all of this chaos? Okay, let's talk about purpose, and more specifically, how you can find your purpose. Now, before we can even start having this conversation, you need to have a clear idea of what a purpose is, right? Now, the textbook definition goes as follows: the reason for which something exists or for which something is done. Now, in my humble opinion, I believe that's that vague, right? So I personally define it as the reason why I get out of bed, the reason I consume calories, the reason why I work so hard, right? It's my main driving force. Is the thing that keeps me going, right? And all that might sound beautiful, right? But it also makes it incredibly difficult to find your purpose because you're literally looking for something that you'll pursue for the rest of your life. So, how do you find said purpose? Well, the Japanese have found a beautiful philosophy on how to define purpose and to make sure that whatever it is you're chasing actually is a purpose. Now, they refer to this method as Ikigai, and what they basically are doing is they take purpose and they make sure that your purpose fulfills four pretty key criteria, right? So I'm going to walk you through these criteria in the order I personally believe you should listen to it, right? First and foremost, your purpose has to be something that you love to do. They call that a passion. You have to love doing it. You have to be able to do it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. You have to be able to perfect that craft. You have to love it so much that you don't mind doing it, right? You have to love your purpose, and it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, it could be playing ball, it could be going to school, it could be creating content. It does not matter as long as you love to do it. Now, the second big category your purpose must fulfill is you have to be good at your purpose. The Japanese refer to this as your profession, right? Now, why do you have to be good at your purpose? Is because if you aren't, you'll never be able to enter flow state. Now, what is flow state, you might ask? Well, flow state is the golden zone, right? It's a state where whatever action you're trying to achieve, it becomes easy. It's effortless, right? Everything feels light. Now, personally, I tend to hit flow state when I'm in the gym, alone, no friends, headphones on, and it's just me and the gym, right? Let's say I have a pool day. I don't have to think about, oh, now I'm gonna do lat pull downs, whatever. Like, it's all effortless. I do my exercise. Of course, the weights are still heavy, but I do my exercise and I don't have to think about anything. And just time just flies by. I'm in this perfect zone, in my own pocket dimension, you might even say. That is flow state. It's the most efficient way you can work on things. But the thing is with flow state, the task that you specifically choose to do, it can't be too hard because else you'll dread doing it, right? You'll be scared to even start it, right? But it can't be too easy because else you'll be bored. So you have to find that perfect sweet spot, and that is flow state. Now, the problem is if your purpose is too difficult, you'll dread doing it and you'll give up. So either A, you become good at your passion, or B, you have to look for another purpose. Now, the third big criteria your purpose must fulfill is your mission. It has to be something that the world needs. Now, you can look at this from two big viewing angles, right? You can look at it big, like, whoa, I have to save the world, or like, I'm gonna cure the oceans or whatever, right? Or you could be a garbage man picking up the trash because you're helping society. It doesn't matter. What this criteria basically refers to is it has to be ethical, right? Because let's take scamming for example, right? You could be good at scamming, you could love scamming, but it's not good for the world. So it's unethical, and it's not what the world needs. It's not a mission, right? Now, the fourth and final criteria your purpose has to fulfill is you have to get paid for the effort you're putting in. The Japanese refer to this as vocation, right? Why do you have to get paid? Because it motivates you to continue going, right? But you can get paid in several different ways. In my case, for example, sometimes I look at the comment section and I see positive comments and I think, damn, and that motivates me as well. Or I see like a bunch of likes on my new video and I think, damn, I'm doing well, and that motivates me as well. Of course, the most obvious way to get paid is through money, and that also motivates you, I guess. But like vocation, look at it from the fulfillment you get from pursuing your purpose. That's your vocation. Now, to summarize everything that I've just said, first and foremost, you have to love what you're doing, your passion. Second of all, you have to be good at what you're doing, your profession. Third of all, do what the world needs. That's your mission. And last but not least, get paid for all the effort you're putting in. That is your vocation. Now, if your purpose does not meet all four of these criteria, you can't call it a purpose. Let me give you an example. Let's say you get paid to do what you love and you're good at it. That's not a purpose, that's your job. Let's say you love doing something and you're good at it. That's not a purpose, that's a hobby. You see where I'm going with this? It has to fulfill all four of these categories, else it's not a purpose. So, I want you to look at yourself and think about things you love to do. Think about how good you are at them. Link them to something you can help someone with. And I want you to think of a way to get value from that, right? That's all I have to say for today. Take care of yourself. Peace.